I'm Rene Ritchie, and I'm a tech analyst.
I'm Georgia Dow. I'm a psychotherapist.
How are you now?
I am.
Yeah, awesome.
You're a tech analyst.
Well, then we should do something where we do like a podcast and we talk about how psychology affects technology or vice versa.
Or how technology affects psychology. It could be interesting enough for a few people to watch.
We could talk about Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, Google. We could talk about Amazon. Hashtag P bottle. Oh. Did we ever decide? Yeah.
It never became a story.
No. It did, the audio version.
Yeah, exactly.
We lost
last week's story.
We have the audio. So. That's not true. We have the audio, just a video failed. So if you thought there was no video last week, there wasn't, but there was an audio.
There was an audio. It was a really good show.
Yes, it was a great show that I ruined.
I had really cute hair.
Yes. No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
No one will ever know.
That was the saddest
I had really
part.
cute hair too.
No one will ever know. Sorry, what are we talking about today?
Well, first, Lauren Good. I've known her for a long time. She is super smart. She's been all over the place. She was at The Verge previously. She is now at Wired. And she did this article that really resonated with me. It was something I hadn't thought about before. And just like, it was very personal because in 2019, she ended her long-term relationship and canceled her wedding. And now the algorithms will not let her forget it. She's still shown ads for wedding stuff. Through Google or I guess through YouTube, Instagram, things like that. Apple shows her photos with her ex or with like some of the stuff that she was photographing or clipping for her wedding. And it brings up this whole subject that algorithms are basically, they're all recommendation engines. There is an enormous amount of money from Netflix trying to get you to not leave Netflix by showing you another interesting video, YouTube by recommending videos for you to watch, Google by showing you ads they'll think you click on. Same with Facebook and Instagram. Even Apple will do like recommended apps for you. And in photos, they'll try to show you like memories.
Right.
And the whole thesis of her piece was that these algorithms have no idea, no way to know if like you've got like your pregnancy didn't end well, or your wedding didn't go off, or you've lost somebody, especially over the last 2 years that we've had.
Yeah.
And I don't even, Georgia, how do you even begin to cope with, I forget, what did people call it? Algorithmic not even animosity, but just, it has no way of knowing that you don't ever want to see this stuff again.
Yeah. I think it's a really hard thing, because especially when I talk to people to go through their period of mourning, whenever you have a loss, it could be a loss of a job or a person or a relationship or an identity of who you are. We say don't, like, whatever parts of your brain fire together, wire together. So whatever you do, that's going to become a stronger part of your brain. And so if you're dealing with trying to get over something, we want you not to go back there constantly. Don't Google stalk your ex, because it's just going to make you go through those feelings again and think about your ex. You want your brain to prune those neurons, not grow new ones in that area.
Like scratching a wound?
Yeah, almost like cutting at the wound to make it stronger. And what we want to do is we want to leave it so that it's able to heal on its own time. But with, these pictures or other thoughts that come up that we don't really have any control over, or, a dead family member's LinkedIn suddenly appearing again and again, it can be really painful. And especially if you're dealing with something that is traumatic or difficult, it really takes a lot more to be able to heal when you are being tormented by your technology, which, because usually for people, technology is their area where they decompress.
Well, like, I use that photos all the time. Like, and I only have the mildest of inconvenience from it.
Right.
Like, I'll get a picture of my godkids, your kids, and it's so cute, and I'll send it to you, and you'll go, and like, it's a good moment.
Yeah.
Or I'll get like a picture of former colleague Serenity Caldwell when we were at an event together, and I'll send it to her and I go, oh, good times. But then, like all through 2020, 2021, we've been on lockdown. It's getting worse again. Our curfew is pushed up again. And now Photos is seeing fit to show me all these great trips I had to, San Francisco and Las Vegas and Ireland and other places that oh, don't you wish you were here? Yeah, I do, you a-hole. I really do.
Siri.
All of them, all these algorithms. And I like this is what I would call like just a minor thing. Same, like, I'm interested in a topic. I was interested in the Marianas Trench. So I watched like 1 or 2 science videos on it. Then I got videos on the Megalodon. conspiracies for
Yeah,
like a month.
I'm already clicking that already.
But like
I'm in there.
they don't know when we're done. Like
No.
they don't know, they have no, like they just like, oh, you like this, you will always like this, or we'll keep testing if you'll always like this.
I know. So because of the nature of my work, I will be helping someone that deals with a blood phobia. And so I'm watching a whole bunch of really gory videos of, decreasing to increasing goriness until it's really, really gory. And then I end up with my suggestions being other blood dance videos constantly, or I'll deal with a person that has vomit phobia, and so
God.
I'm going through videos. There's a great Family Guy one, where he asks,
no
"Will you
thanks."
hold my ears?" The dog, I forget what the dog's name is again. Anyways, it was really cute. But I'll do that. But then I don't want to no.
But you should do that like on an incognito or a private browsing session.
I could. I'm usually not logged in, but still.
Yeah, but if it's still the same session ID, it's gonna think it's trying to hook you in.
Yeah, exactly. So either way, it's quite annoying that these algorithms are supposed to make our life better. My kids choose a song, and now I have a whole bunch of Mario songs in my choice list of playlists, and I'm like, I don't want to hear another video game soundtrack ever.
Yeah.
Ever again.
Well, also people complain that like their TikTok or their Instagram is filled with, buff and half naked men and women. And they'll say like, I don't click on those photos. I don't like those photos. And then you'll say, do you slow down as you're scrolling? They're like, well, yeah, I'm human. They know that you're slowing down. Like anything valuable, anything that your eye catches on and you stop for even a second, they're like, oh, okay, more of that.
More of that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then the whole feed is butts. Like you look away and the whole feed is butts. That's the whole secret of success on Instagram or TikTok. That's why I'm very unsuccessful.
Yeah, I was gonna say something.
Okay.
I'm not going to. I'm not
So
gonna say it.
how do you
Cats.
cats and butts?
No, just cats.
Okay.
Because all
cats
those
on pianos?
animals. Yeah,
Okay.
like
Or
I
on
will get
typing?
stuck. No, there's the one with the little tiny cats wearing little tiny hats, pressing a little bell to get fed. It's the cutest thing, but then you end up with like a whole
3
bunch
million
of cat
cats.
videos.
Yeah, the dream of 1,000 cats. You're in an
Which
episode
are
of Sandman.
adorably cute, but you don't like. It's like you're done. Eventually, you're
Yes,
done.
you have
Now I
enough.
hate cats. I
Yes.
hate that. I
Yeah.
don't. I still
Well,
click
no,
on them.
but
It's
that's
true.
my question. How do you, like, if you have had a loss, if you've lost a relationship, if you've lost a family member, and you are still being presented with these things, some people go through and delete it, but that's painful, or they give their device to someone else
Yeah.
to go through. But that's like sometimes you have really personal stuff on. How do you
There
suggest
should be
people
a
cope?
don't button. Like really, there should be a stop.
You can, but it's picture by picture.
No, it should be just like stop. Like it should be something that kind of gives you a different stream of an algorithm, or you can clear all of it. Like just start fresh again, please. Let me start.
Because you want the stuff, you don't want to delete it, but you don't want it to be shoved in your face all the time.
Again, it all depends on
That's true.
where you are at, right? If you were a, star athlete and then you suffered an injury, you probably are not going to want to watch videos of, whatever was your sport that you have now lost. It becomes really hard because the algorithms are there to just kind of force feed us more of the things that we want. And there isn't really a good way to be able to do it, not a user-friendly way.
Well, they're machine learning. They're not machine understanding.
No.
They just learn a pattern and repeat that pattern and try to adjust that pattern over time, but they're not sentient. They don't have compassion or empathy or any sense of scale or appropriateness.
No, and so it ends up being that the area that for some people they were able to be calm and feel happy becomes a place where they're being tormented.
Yeah, your own phone. And now if you have those widgets, like I love it because I'll have a widget come up and it'll show me again like my god kids in their little jiu-jitsu outfits. And I'm like, oh, it's so cute. But I can't imagine if, once in a while I have like a grandparent that passed away that shows up in there, and then I'm just like, please don't recommend this photo again. But I just don't have that many photos of them, so I can't imagine what it must be like if I had a ton of photos, where I had a ton of and again, X's are one thing. You might want to obliterate them entirely, but if it's a parent or a family member, you probably want to keep the memories. You just don't want to have to experience them over again.
You want to be able to experience them when you're ready to, not when it is forced down your face. You end up with this friend that is way too pushy. Siri, I'm talking about you.
And Siri is probably not like, I can only imagine, like, is this a case where it's probably better because Siri won't know what to show you? I don't know.
What to show you. She doesn't show you anything.
Here's a cheeseburger.
I ask her for something and she will not deliver.
I hear the results we found on the web for cheeseburger. So any final advice here, Georgia? Anything that you can do? Anything, if one of these photos does come up,
It's a really difficult thing. Like, you want to be able to be in spaces where you can control it. So I would just say turn off memories for a period of time so that you're not going to have the chance that you're going to be dealing with it. If you have text messages, like, shut down the entire conversation so that you're not going to go back and reread it, because you don't want, you're not living in that point of time. We don't want to live in the past. That's where regret lives. We don't want to live in the future. That's where anxiety lives. We live in the here and now, and that's all that matters. So we want to be able to have as much control as we can. It's hard when they will come after you. Like, LinkedIn will send you like messages and messages and messages.
Well, the joke is that
I don't even have LinkedIn.
if there was a nuclear war and you were the last person surviving on a desert island and a bottle hit the island and you went and picked it up, it'd be, hey, we have a LinkedIn recommendation for you.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. Send this bottle back, please, to
And now
17 of your friends.
Now it's Clubhouse notifications. Just so many Clubhouse notifications.
Are there?
All the time. You have them turned off, don't you?
I must. I don't see anything.
Okay.
I forgot that it
You probably don't
existed.
follow anybody on Clubhouse. That's probably how you cope with
I
everything.
think I follow 7 people.
Okay. Yeah, that's your answer to everything. Like, your Instagram, you follow 2 people.
Do I?
Yeah.
It's you and Serenity?
Yes.
I thought so. Look at that. I'm so good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I end up feeling pressure.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So our second topic, Georgia, is one of those things that you're going to hate. And that is
Lovely.
Apple announced well, you've been waiting for AirTags. Let's preface it by saying you've been waiting for AirTags for a while now.
Yeah.
Since like spring of 2019.
It's been so long.
So like 2 years.
You know, when Lucy takes the football, right? And she puts the football and you see the football. And then the last second, right? Like, they come out and they have this briefcase, and it's this secret briefcase. And I'm like, oh, yes. And I'm like, but the briefcase is way too big. And then they open it and it's a smaller briefcase. And I'm like, oh.
You're
This
thinking
is
what
it.
I'm thinking, and
This
I'm
is
thinking.
it. And then they open it and it's a smaller briefcase. And now I'm like, for sure. And then it's a phone.
Yeah.
That's
iPhone
like
mini.
heartbreaking.
What did you want it to be?
Heartbreaking. I wanted it to be my Apple tags.
Your AirTags?
AirTags.
Ah.
Whatever
Been
they
so long
call
you forgot
it.
the name.
Dyslexic. You're only going to get so many names that are going to be right.
Yeah, so it's interesting because they were the frameworks. They found them in, again, Guillermo Rambo
I
found
just
them
think now it's
spring
trolling.
2019. We saw more and more hints of them over the years. And so, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? It might have been Wednesday. Apple puts out a newsroom press release. And on this press release, it has a location-based keyring tracker, but it is not an AirTag. It is the announcement of third-party options for Apple's Find My network. So a keyring, a pair of earphones, like AirPod-like earphones from Belkin, not even from Apple, which was weird because everyone's waiting on an AirPods 3, and a bicycle, an electric bike that has Find My built into it. And it was just, everyone's hoping for AirTags and AirPods 3, and you got, I forget the name of the company, but you got keychain thingy and Belkin pods. Did you
And a
feel
bike.
trolled? Yeah, did you feel
Like,
trolled?
like, it's almost like this is a joke. Like, that they're like laughing. They're laughing on their own how ridiculous this is. Because I don't want any of these devices. I don't even know if anyone else, like, are you the one person that wants this bike and you're like, yay?
Yes!
Because what? Okay, so I'll just ask it, Rene. What the hell is the use of the bike?
You can use the Find My network to find the bike. So one of the questions people have is there actually any real utility to AirTags to begin with? Like, are they a solution, a solution in search of a problem, or do they really fit a need for you? Like, would you really use them?
Yes. Fair. Okay, can we go on? Next question.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's all your answer is yes.
Yes, of course there would be a need for them because I could put them on the things that I choose, not, well, you need to now search for your bike because you think your bike is most important. No, I don't.
So you could clip your bike to your keys, and then you'll be able to find your keys.
That's good, Rene.
I'm trying to be a problem solver.
That was very clever.
I'm trying to, glass half full, not glass half smashed with
Right.
the liquor all spilt out.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could put them on the things that you think that are most important. You could use them in the way that you wanted to. You could remove them and put them on something else. The thing about having a device that it's stuck to the device is that when you're done with your damn earphones and you don't like them anymore, these are really bloody expensive earphones that have a tracker so you can find the earphones that you now hate.
Yeah, they're in the garbage because
Like,
you hate
they're
them now.
not even stuff that, like, I guess bicycles do get stolen quite a lot, and if you have an e-bike, you don't want it to get stolen.
By an e-thief.
But it's just such a ridiculous idea when I want my ear.
So angry. You're so angry.
Really, really.
So angry.
Oh, I
It's
couldn't even
amazing.
believe it. I thought you were joking. Renee
No.
told me, and I thought he was joking.
Nope.
I'm like, you're kidding, right?
Nope.
Really?
Apple went at your throat.
Oh, I just bleed me dry.
So the thing that is interesting is that whole stolen thing, because there is a trade-off between privacy and what I would say is respecting privacy and detecting theft. One of the initial worries about these products is that people would use them for stalking. Now, a lot of that is just sensationalism because Tile's been on the market for years, and other devices, people have famously put cell phones in cars to track them previously. But some people worry that this would be like a stalkery technology. So Apple's put a few mitigations into them. One is that they all have a logo on them, a Find My logo. So if you see them, you can see right away that they are a Find My device. They have location enabled. The second is that if, for example, I put like a pair of these AirPods on you, or I give you one of the keychains, and you start traveling, when it leaves my device, it'll pop up on your device and say unknown tracker detected. Do you want to accept this?
I won't notice the bike that you've stuck in the back of my car.
I'm hopefully it's a
track
little
me.
bit slicker than the bike. I'd go for like the keychain or something.
Okay, fair enough.
But
fair
maybe you
enough.
are dragging a bike behind you and you haven't noticed. It's like
4D
it's
chess.
like a little bit of toilet paper on the back of your shoe,
Right,
that sort of
right,
thing.
you never know.
So it'll pop up if you're looking at your iPhone or your iPad. It'll say unknown tracker, and then you're like, "What's going on here?" Like I can see that also popping up on it wouldn't work on buses and stuff. Some people were worried that it would pop up everywhere, but as long as the phone is with it, as long as you're with your tracker, it's not a problem. If you put your tracker on somebody else and they leave, it'll alert them. And some people then said, well, if you don't have an iPhone, then it's still going to bother you. But Apple actually insists that these devices chirp. That if they are disconnected for a certain amount of time, they'll like.
So if in the middle of the night I am hiding from the killer,
Yes, who put a tracker on you?
then he could just find me because it'll chirp
Yeah.
my location.
Yeah. So if you were Sarah Connor in this mythical, magical scenario, and Arnold absolutely positively will not stop until you are dead, all he has to do is listen for the chirp.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you put it on him, and then he's not as scary.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
a
he's
chirping
chirping.
Terminator is
It's
just
still
not
scary.
as
It's still
not
scary.
as scary.
Yeah, 'cause-
as scary. Because,
That Terminator will still shoot you dead.
well, I would assume that he would first look for where the chirp was.
Where's that chirper? Where's that chirper?
That's good. Isn't it? People love your
My Arnold?
You're different. Well, you do a few of them.
We'll see. But then
I
some
don't
people
know.
are worried
I
about
mean-
that now because they're concerned that if someone steals something and they hear it chirping, they won't keep it. They'll get rid of it, and you won't be able to hunt them down and exact Dark Knight level vengeance.
Don't you want them to just get rid of it and you find it just
Yes,
somewhere
it's the Mark
quietly?
Wahlberg thing, right? It's like
Yeah.
it's the glitter bomb. It's a brrr, brrr, blah, 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 blah. It's
You want to get rid of it, and then
yeah.
you can
Then you
get
go
it without
pick
having
up
to
again.
worry.
Exactly.
So I don't think that that's horrible. If it shot out sparkles, that might be
And fart
that
spray.
that might make me more angry.
But you'd get rid of it.
I would get rid
So
of it.
any Apple tracker, any AirTag that has been disconnected from a phone for half an hour should do sparkles and should do fart spray.
Right.
And should say, yeah, take that, you filthy animals.
So let's get to the point, Renee. Am I ever getting them?
I don't
What
know.
is your
That's the
thought?
interesting
Like, if you
question.
have to bet money. Is this just now the unicorn that I've been searching for way too
Does
long?
the announcement of Find My last week or this week, depending on when you're listening to this, does that announcement just preclude the announcment of AirTags, of an Apple-specific version? I would say it lowers the odds. Like I was certain we would get AirTags this at an April event or in an April press release. So if Apple either does an event this month or puts out a bunch of products this month, along with the iPad Pro and whatever else is ready, I would have assumed AirTags. But now I'm like doubting it. Like why not just do them together then?
Maybe they are, like, again, I'm forever hopeful, and everyone will be like,
Yes, you're a well-known optimist.
Yeah.
Yeah, famous for your optimism.
Right. That they will, and bitter optimism, and that they will, maybe they're priming us, seeing how excited people are going to be.
By putting
And
out
then
the worst thing
they
first?
put out the worst possible ideas, because, the next thing will be on your coffee maker, because, people might steal that, so we have Find My Coffee Maker.
Find My Moose, it's Canada.
Right, exactly. And like, really, why not put it on the stupid Apple remote? Like, that's the thing we actually lose.
Well, the rumor is that the next Apple remote's going to have one. It's going to have it built in.
Rumor.
And there are some people who are legitimate, because like right now, everyone is writing hashtag bicycle haters in the comments, because there are people who are legitimately excited about this coming to the bike, even though none of this, I think the bike is shipping this month, but a lot of the other stuff is taking months.
Is this an Apple bike, or is this some other
No,
company
it's another
that
company.
made a
It's
bike?
a famous, I'm blanking on the name, but it's a famous e-bike company. Yeah, you're so angry. You're so bitter. You can't even celebrate with people who love their bicycles. So what do you think? Well, I'm going to turn this about. I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to turn this car around and drive you back right now. What do you think? Do you think we'll get AirTags this month?
Aww.
Oh, do you? Don't wait for the translation. Answer the question.
I want to say yes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sad.
You want to, but you're not going to?
I'm so sad. I'll just say yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to get it this month.
All right. On record. Hashtag team yes, hashtag team no.
You're the team no? Oh,
No,
you're a horrible
but I'm the
person.
optimist. I'm the one who believes this stuff. I'm the idiot who falls for it every time. I'm the one who like Lucy pulls that football away and I'm just doing a backflip every single time. You're usually much more cynical and...
I am, but I want them so badly.
Oh,
And maybe if I want them hard enough, they'll actually get them.
That's how reality works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing unreal exists. All right, so we do have one more topic for you. We have our Nebula bonus topic. If you are listening on Nebula, just stay tuned. It's coming right up. If you're not listening on Nebula, Georgia, where can people find you next?
You can check me out on Twitter at Georgia_Dow, on YouTube, youtube.com/GeorgiaDow. I got it right.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yay! Or you can send me an email, georgia@westmounttherapy2ts.com.
Nice. And you can find me at youtube.com/Rene Ritchie, twitter.com/Rene Ritchie, instagram.com/Rene Ritchie.
And of course, TikTok/Rene Ritchie.
It was taken. Rene Ritchie was taken. It was. It's not my fault. Totally was. And if you want to listen to us on Nebula, because there is a bonus topic coming up, just go to curiositystream.com/Apple Talk. Sign up there. You not only get a Curiosity Stream subscription, which has just the best documentaries and series for like educational, scientific, all those things imaginable, but you also get Nebula, which has all our videos ad-free, sponsor-free, with a lot of times with bonus content. Like my talk with Marquez Brownlee on the iPhone 13, on YouTube it's like 8 minutes, and on Nebula it's like 20 minutes.
So if you like Rene a lot and want to see more of him,
Yes.
you know where to go.
Or more of Georgia.
Or more of me. Or
Yes.
if you don't, you know where to go.
Yes, straight to, I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it, but yeah, it's curiositystream.com/Apple Talk. It's like $15 a month. It's as much as $15 a year, a whole year. It's less than a pizza a year.
It's
for
12 times Netflix.
all this, yes, 12 times less than Netflix. Netflix is 12 times Curiosity Stream, and which comes with Nebula for free, and
I had to do
Netflix
math.
does not.
I was trying to move the abacus.
Well, I just divide by 0 and carry the 1. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Is that what I was supposed to do?
I think so. Anyway, check it out. I'm losing everything now. Curiositystream.com/Apple Talk, and we'll see you in there.
Bye.